Thinking about leaving your soul sucking 9 to 5 job, one of the biggest struggles I see people, especially as women, face is the idea of having that safety net, that enticing perks and benefits, and listening to that head trash of what will people think if I leave. I totally get it, and I've been where you are. That's why I created a free guide to help you if you're thinking about putting in that notice. It's called Unlocking Your Exit Plan. Discover 5 things you need to do before leaving your 9 to 5. This guide is filled with worksheets and steps so you will have hand holding along the way. You can download your copy in the link in the show notes, and again, it's totally free. Now back to today's episode. Hey there, let's face it. Today's internet world is so saturated and everyone is fighting for that number one spot to be visible. It is no longer about running ads and having thousands of people on your email list. It is about building relationships and networking with others to grow your business and become visible. Hi, my name is Candace. I'm a podcast launch strategist and I help service-based business owners develop and deliver their message to the world by using platforms like podcasting and bringing valuable content to those who need to hear what they have to say. Welcome to the Hello C.S. Dorsey podcast. Hello again and welcome back. So now what I'm going to share is what questions do you ask during an interview? So everyone does their podcast in a different way. Me personally, I like my podcast to be completely conversational. I like it to be completely natural, and I don't like it to sound rehearsed. I generally have a few questions, like maybe 3 or 4 questions, in the event that, I get sidetracked, or in the event that I need to basically stay on track, or if I just don't have anything else to ask. But during the interview, while the guest is talking, there may be something that I want to ask. They may spark my curiosity regarding what they're saying. So I normally ask that question before I get started with recording. I let my guests know the questions that I'm going to be asking, but I say, hey, this is completely conversational, and I may ask you some questions that's not on my list, which I generally wind up doing anyway. And they have no problem with it. They love it. Now, some podcasts, they'll send over 10 questions that they're going to ask during the interview, and then they keep it at that, and that's it. But I like my podcast to be a conversation between 2 people that are generally just having fun and just talking like as if we were talking at a coffee shop, getting to know one another, because I think authenticity is so important and so key, especially when you're trying to build your podcast and build relationships also. So that's what I do. Normally I say, welcome to the podcast. Could you tell everybody who you are and what you do? And then I ask them, can you tell us something about yourself that most people don't know? I also ask them, what advice would you give to our listeners out there on how to take action in their business? Because that's what I'm all about. I'm all about taking action and building your business and taking action in your life and your health as well. And then my next question I generally ask, any last minute advice you have for our listeners out there, and where can everyone find you? Now, I generally don't go in that order. And then, like I stated earlier, there's always questions in between that I'm asking. So, um, yeah, so that's pretty much it. What I ask, I keep it general and I keep it conversational because I want my guests to feel like that they can talk about their business, they can talk about them. So I give them that platform, I give them that floor because we're talking about what they do and what they share, what they have to share to the world and what they have to offer. So I just give them that space and they just go forward. So try to make them feel comfortable as well. So that's what I do. So if you have any questions, definitely reach out to me at hellocsdorsey.com, or you can email me hello at csdorseys with a s at the end of the y.com. Thank you and take care. Hey, did you like this episode? Don't forget to subscribe and share. And also drop me a line or two. I will love to hear your feedback in the review. Thank you.